Well, we know the holiday eating is upon us, but one thing's very important, that is staying healthy, so that way you can enjoy the holidays. And the person who helps us stay healthy is my good friend, Dr. Ian Smith, who is pretty much laughing at me because I have the books, I've been reading stuff, and you're like, Brad, just patient and you will get there, right? Is that what you're saying?
Patience and persistence, Grasshopper.
I like it. Well, we know people are going to get a little crazy this holiday of eating and doing things, but you're big on staying healthy, and the big thing about being healthy is, of course, eating, and that will help so you don't get sick.
Well, first of all, I don't want to be a killjoy. We're in the holiday season. It's my favorite time of the year, as many other people throughout the country, of course. And so it's not that I want to kill people's joy about eating and having fun with family members and friends, but everything in moderation. So am I saying that you can't have steak, you can't have burger and pizza? Absolutely not. By all means, enjoy it, but it's about doing it in moderation. Every single meal can't be overindulging in things that are on the less healthy category. So what I recommend people is think about what your day is going to look like. If you know you're going to be having a fun meal, whether it's lunch or dinner with family and friends, then plan the other meals to be really, really, really good and really healthy, to give you somewhat of a cushion to be able to have fun and not feel guilty about it. So I think that planning during this time is very important. I also think the other part of it is exercise. I mean, most people will be able to burn off through exercise all the extra calories they're consuming, but at least they can put a dent in it. And so, taking a walk after a meal, before you go to bed, just some type of movement to help kind of take away some of those calories you consume can be really helpful.
So, okay, let me ask you about eating late. That is one thing that I've always, been told, and you have it in your books. Don't eat after a certain time, right?
Well, it's not necessarily, Brad, after a certain time. It's relative to when you go to sleep. And the reason why I advocate that is because when you go to sleep, your metabolism drops really low because you are inactive and you're not moving around. And so you don't want to fill up on a lot of calories right before you go into this semi-vegetative state of not doing anything. And so I tell people all the time, don't eat your last meal within 2 hours of going to sleep. You want to complete your last meal for the day 2 hours outside of going to sleep. And if you get hungry after your last meal, then you can have a 150 calorie snack. But that's about it, because remember something, all those calories you're putting in right before you go to bed, they have to go somewhere if you don't burn them off, and they go into your fat cells. And so we want to make sure we don't increase our fat overnight, of course.
All right. All right, Dr. Smith, let's get serious here, because this is what I am thinking about doing, and you tell me if this is smart of me, but I'm thinking about fasting all the way up to Christmas dinner and then just eating everything I see.
Well, you are not alone in that idea, but it's not going to work. I mean, the idea is, listen, a lot of people fast, by the way. They do 3-day fast, 5-day fast. By all means, people can do that in a healthy manner and be okay. I don't advocate fasting too long for nutritional reasons, but you can actually fast for a few days, kind of hit the reset button, but then you don't go and binge. I mean, the idea is if you overindulge and binge and add all those calories back, you're pretty much negating what you were doing the last 3 or 5 days.
So, all right. Okay, I know we're almost close to wrapping up here, and I want to bring up two things. One is that there's 2 books behind you that are great Christmas gifts, but also I will say that in the evening time, after I've done my walk and come in, I pick up the book, and it helps me where I don't pick up eating something, and that is what's really important there too, right?
Well, yeah, I think distraction is very important. I mean, one of the tricks that I talk about in one of my books called Mind Over Weight is that if you feel like you want to go grab something to eat, actually don't do that, but go do something, whether it's walking, reading, exercising, washing dishes. Go do a physical activity when you think you want to go eat. And sometimes just that 15 to 20 minutes will make that kind of that hunger pain go away. So I think that's really important for people. And the last thing I want to say is that, starting in the new year, I'm doing a challenge to help people for free. It's called Dr. Ian's Progression Challenge. So it's going to be on Facebook. So by all means, send me a message on Instagram at Dr. Ian Smith. Spell the doctor out, I-A-N Smith, and I can send you the link to join our free challenge starting January 3rd.
So, all right. And also, I know you're keeping it kind of secret, but I saw it. But you have a new book coming out next year that you can start pre-ordering now. Really quick, what's this about?
Yeah, it's called Plant Power, and you can pre-order it. Basically, it's a book that is for those people like myself who want the benefits of being a vegan or vegetarian, but they don't want to give up the meat and the fish. And so you can still have your meat and fish and still get the benefits. And that's what Plant Power is all about.
There it is. Tell them the website where they can get not just the, of course, the health eating books and everything, the Eating Healthy books or healthy eating, healthy eating books.
Yeah.
And also your two
That's
other
right.
books that you've been doing too, your other novels. Where can I go?
My website is driansmith.com, spell the doctor out, and of course, Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
I like it. All right, hey, doctor, I want to catch up with you, of course, in a little bit. Next time we talk, we'll talk New Year's resolutions, so how I can make sure I succeed in the new year.
I love that. Talk to you soon.